Hi, my name is Lillian Bryant, and I'm here with the full court crest with
Coach J.J. Enoch.
And Lamaya Miller.
and I'm going to ask our burning questions. For Lamaya, what personal goals have you set for yourself in this season, and how do you plan to contribute to your team's success?
The personal goals I have set for myself is to be a good point guard to my teammates, help everybody out, make sure everybody in order, and for my team, to help my team, just make sure we love each other, we there for each other, and we playing for each other because we're sisters at the end of the day.
Thank you. This is for Coach Enoch. Who do you think your strongest player will be this season, and why?
That question is a very tough question because I'm going into the season with thinking one player is going to be the best player on the team for us, or the strongest player. But I think this year it's going to be a collective group. We have scorers, we have defensive players, we have passers. This year we are more well-balanced across the board. So I'm not looking for one player just one night. I'm looking for many players to step up on different nights, on different occasions.
Thank you. Another question is, how do you plan to build team chemistry and foster a strong, positive culture among the players?
Well, first, it starts with me. As long as I have a positive attitude, whatever I come with every day, it will trickle down. My theme is always, give me your triple E, energy, effort, and everything you got. And everything I do, I try to lead with love because love is the ultimate answer to any situation.
Okay. And last question. What are your main goals and priorities for the team this season, both on and off the court?
The first and foremost main goal is for us to perform and do everything in a first-class manner. Us to be respectful, for them to be respectful young ladies on and off the court. The wins will come because that's what we do and that's who we are. But I would like to win in the classroom, making sure all of them are AB honor roll participants, but also win in life because I am in the business of building better women.
Thank you. Let's wish them a happy season and amazing season. And, we're going to be great on and off the court. Thank you. Yeah. I'm here with the varsity head coach for boys Waccamaw.
Chris Overbeek.
And player.
Sutton Cooper.
Okay, see the questions. For our coaches' questions, we have, what are your main goals and priorities for the team this season, both on and off the court?
Well, obviously we want to win as many games as we possibly can, but ultimately, as my job, I look at it as we're just trying to build the best young men that we can and try to get them to be the best version of themselves.
Thank you. Next question is, who do you think will be your strongest player this season, and why?
Well, our leading returning scorer is Sutton Cooper standing next to me, but we've got a lot of guys that have put in a lot of time in the offseason, so when you start from scratch, you don't know what you're going to get when the season starts.
Last question for our coach is, how do you plan to build team chemistry and foster a strong, positive culture amongst the players?
Well, I think being consistent every day and just showing up every day with a good attitude as a coaching staff on building those relationships with the players. And I think the players have done a phenomenal job of getting to know each other and working together as well.
Thank you. Let's see. What personal goals have you set for yourself this season, and how do you plan to contribute to the team's success?
One of my main personal goals is to be part of the all-region team, and just another thing is just continue to hit shots, keep my confidence up, and I'll contribute to the team by just encouraging every day in practice and lifting everybody up whenever I get the chance to.
Thank you. Good luck on your game tonight.
Thank you.
Here we have the Waccamaw head coach for,
Waccamaw,
and his name is?
Coach Cheryl.
And his player?
Amari.
We'll start off with the coach's questions. How do you plan to build team chemistry and foster a strong, positive culture amongst your players?
Man, we just love to compete. So every day we have competitions with JV and varsity, and we want to push our girls to fail and to struggle, and we want them to be surrounded by people that are going to pick them up when they do fail and when they do struggle.
Thank you. That's a good answer. What are your main goals and priorities for the team this season, both on and off the court?
Man, I mean, we're here to have fun, right? We're here to play basketball and to enjoy ourselves, and hopefully we win a couple of games, but we want to get better, and we're here to play basketball, so we want to play basketball. We want to get minutes on the court, and we want to be better athletes and better people.
Thank you. Final question for the coach. Who do you think will be your strongest player this season, and why?
Ooh, man, we had a couple returners today that showed up ready to go, ready to roll, and ready to take charge. And our point guard, Maddie Green, I think is that player that's ready to step up to that challenge for the whole team.
Thank you. This is a question for our player. What personal goals have you set for yourself this season, and how do you plan to contribute to the team's success?
Personal goals is like build better communication with everybody and just have fun with each other and probably try to make it to the championship if we play hard.
Thank you. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Varsity girls with head coach
Hampton Campbell.
and player.
Bree Smith.
We'll start off with the question for our player. What personal goals have you set for yourself this season, and how do you plan to contribute to your team's success?
This season, I plan to just be better than I was last year, be a better, well-rounded player, be better than I was yesterday. I plan to contribute to my team's success by just playing a big role of being a leader and just being uplifting and positive and having a positive mindset.
That's a great answer. Thank you. For our coach, we have, what are your main goals and priorities for the team this season, both on and off the court?
Well, on the court, we like to, main goal is to win the state championship. We'd also like to be region champs and have a winning record. Off the court, just want to make sure our girls are better citizens and better students and better student athletes than they are at the end of the season and when we began, and just make sure we try to teach some life lessons, valuable life lessons.
Thank you. On to our next question. How do you plan to build team chemistry and foster a strong, positive culture amongst your players?
Well, we began by coming to this event tonight. We love coming to Carvers Bay for the Bear Jam Jamboree. This weekend we go to Charleston, we scrimmage Somerville Friday night, and then we spend the night in a hotel and wake up and play James Island on Saturday. A lot of team building chemistry there. And the next weekend we go to Manning for Thanksgiving tournament where we play Friday, spend the night again in another hotel and wake up Saturday and play. So we got some weekend trips coming here to Carvers Bay. We always go see the Lady Gamecocks play in Columbia once a year, and we also go watch CCU girls women's basketball, the Chanticleers play once a year as well.
Thank you. On to our last question. Who do you think will be your strongest player this season, and why?
This one. She's returning all-region player. She's just a junior. She made all-region as a 10th grader. She's our leading scorer, most assists. We're going to go as she goes. I'm not putting any pressure on her. She got some really good teammates, but looking for her to be a leader this year, and she's going to be our strongest player, and we're going to go as she goes.
Okay, thank you. Have a good season and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
I'm here with the Myrtle Beach Seahawks head coach
Jennifer Dennison.
and her player.
Anaya Ritchie.
We're going to start off questions with the player first. What personal goals have you set for yourself this season, and how do you plan to contribute to your team's success?
I just plan to bring defense and help my team out the most I can and bring some shots in the game and to try to help us go to playoffs this year.
Thank you. On to your coach. How do you plan to build team chemistry and foster a positive culture amongst your players?
As a coach, I'm going to build team chemistry by always staying positive, try to lead them in the directions, and make sure they do good on and off the court.
Thank you. Who do you think will be your strongest player this season, and why?
Well, one thing about me, I don't just pick one strong player because it takes a team. I have 12 girls on my roster, and all 12 will be contributing, and that's how you get a good team.
That's a great answer. Thank you. Last question. What are your main goals and priorities for the team this season, both on and off the court?
Our main goal is we have a motto this year. We're going to trust the circle. We're going to respect each other. We're going to stick together. We're going to play defense together. We're going to play offense together and just depend on each other on the court, off the court, and focus on academics.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, and have a good season, and good luck.
Hi, I'm Zahara Warren. I'm here with the Full Court Press for Carvers Bay Student Journalism. I'm here with Andrews Varsity Girls, their coach,
Wallace.
and the two players,
Kamaria.
Shania.
I'll be asking some questions for the coach and the two players. I'll start with Kamaria. What personal goals have you set for yourself this season, and how do you plan to contribute to this team's success?
To work harder, build success with the team, and hopefully it will become a good season.
I'll ask the same question to Shania. What personal goals have you set for yourself this season, and how do you plan to contribute to the team's success?
Just do better than what we did last year, and just put in more work,
Thank you. I'll now ask Coach Wallace some questions. How do you plan to build team chemistry and foster a strong, positive culture among the players?
I can hold it. Okay. Being able to build camaraderie with the team, being able to make sure they on and off the court, make sure they know each other tendencies, being able to know each other, like I said, on and off the court, and build that chemistry.
Thank you. Who do you think will be your strongest player this season and why?
I don't have one specific player. I think as a unit, if we work together, we build chemistry like you said in the question, I think we'll have a successful season.
Thank you. That's a great answer. And the final question, what are your main goals and priorities for the team this season, both on and off the court?
Like I mentioned earlier, building camaraderie, building a relationship, not just coming to basketball practice and leaving, doing extracurricular activities, going to basketball games, bowling, just little things like that to kind of build a relationship within the girls.
Thank you. Good luck on your game tonight and have a great season.
We're here with the Myrtle Beach Seahawks varsity boys with Coach
Eric Lyons.
and his player.
Ethan Lyons.
Thank you. We'll start off with the coach for the player first. What personal goals have you set for yourself this season, and how do you plan to contribute to your team's success?
My body, working out, making sure I'm eating healthy, controlling my emotions, and hopefully that will contribute to the team, and try to set the best example I can as a senior on the team, and we'll grow this year as a team.
Thank you. That's a good answer. For your coach, what are your main goals and priorities for this team this season, both on and off the court?
For us, on and off the court, we want to conduct ourselves in a manner that is living up to the tradition that is what is Myrtle Beach basketball. One of the things we've said and we've worked on this whole year, live up to that standard of those that came before you and try to leave a legacy for those that come after you.
Thank you. On to the next question. How do you plan to build team chemistry and foster a strong, positive culture amongst your players?
This is my third year at Myrtle Beach. One of the things, probably the biggest strength that I feel like that we have coming in as a new staff is my staff. The guys, they're tremendous in terms of the X's and O's, my assistant coaches, but more than that, they're great mentors. So we talk a lot about things beyond basketball in life, and then how we can apply some of the things that we're trying to do on the court to life.
Thank you. For your last question, who do you think will be your strongest player this season and why?
Fortunately, this season we rely on a trio. We've got John Simmons, who's returning. He was an all-region selection last year. Was invited to the North-South game of football. Matthew Juicy Campbell, point guard that we're expecting a lot this year, as well as James Watson. He was second-team all-region last year. So with those three and the supporting cast that we have, we really feel like we've got a group that's ready to live up to that tradition that's Myrtle Beach basketball.
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good game tonight and have a positive season. We're here with Waccamaw JV boys with their head coach.
Tank.
And this player?
Cannon.
I'll ask the question for your player first. What personal goals have you set for yourself this season, and how do you plan to contribute to your team's success?
I just want to carry the team to a winning record and just trying to play ball.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to your coach. What are your main priorities and goals for the team this season, both on and off the court?
On the court, I want to develop their skills and talent so that they can proceed over to the next level, which is varsity basketball, and hopefully that they'll have a career in basketball going forward. Off the court, I want to make sure that they become a citizen of the community that is an asset versus a liability.
Thank you. On to your next question. How do you plan to build team chemistry and foster a positive and strong culture amongst your players?
I'm trying to teach my players that we are all one. We might be 15 in numbers, but we all one, and looking out for each other, helping each other, and we play the game that way as team basketball versus the I and me.
That's a good question. For your last question, who do you think will be your strongest player this season and why?
I got a variety of players that could be strong. Cannon is one. He can have the skill set that can make him one of the true point guards in the region, and also Kamari Smith, which is a very good, strong player on the low box and can play out of perimeter.
Thank you so much. Have a great season. Thank you. I'm here with the head coach of the JV boys varsity
Coach Parson.
And his player?
Taiwan Hurd.
Thank you. We'll start off with the players' questions first. What personal goals have you set for yourself this season, and how do you plan to contribute to your team's success?
A personal goal is to like feed my teammates and move the ball around. And say that question again.
How do you plan to contribute to your team's success?
Just to communicate and move the ball around.
Thank you. On to your coach. What are your main goals and priorities for the team this season, both on and off the court?
My main goals for the team is for them to grow better as a unit, for them to improve, and to see all of them playing varsity basketball. And off the court, I want to see their grades improve and then become better young men in life.
Thank you. On to the next question. How do you plan to build team chemistry and foster a strong, positive culture amongst your players?
By keeping them together. The unity starts with them understanding that this is a family thing, that we're brothers, this is a brotherhood. And as long as they take care of their brothers and each one raise one up, it'll be a lot better.
For our final question, who do you think will be your stronger player this season and why?
I don't have exactly a stronger player, I gotta be honest with you. I work with all of my guys in the same manner. What I could say is some may have a strong point ball handling, another may have a strong point rebounding, another one may have high IQ to understand how to read the defense and react. So my thing is to build them all up and make all of them stronger and make all of them better individuals, make them winners on and off the court.
Thank you so much. Good luck this season.
Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
I'm here with Waccamaw Varsity Girls head coach.
I'm Coach Vassallo.
His player?
Number 11, Ayami Pryor.
I'm going to start the question with his player first. What personal goals have you set for yourself this season, and how do you plan to contribute to your team's success?
I plan to get more steals on defense, score more, and get more assists.
I don't know if she'd say that if I wasn't here, but that's good. I like those answers.
Thank you. On to your coach's questions. What are your main goals and priorities for the team this season, both on and off the court?
So our main goals are to just communicate more, have a more positive culture, just be more of a team. Obviously, just kind of dominate every time we play. So.
Thank you. How do you plan to build team chemistry and foster a strong, positive culture amongst your players?
That's a great question. You got the answer? No? Yeah, that's $1 million question. I mean, that's really what it's all about. So that's what we're trying to do this year. Just really just based on love. I mean, just try to build that love for each other, just that team. Just keep it positive. You know, that's the goal. So we got a good group. They get along pretty well right now. So just try to keep getting better every day.
Okay. For your final question, who do you think will be your strongest player this season and why?
They're all strong. So, I mean, she's going to be really good. She's going to be somebody y'all need to watch. But we got a lot of talent. We got a lot of great players. So it's going to take all of them, not just one. But
thank you so much. Have a great season, and thanks for coming.